Hi everyone, welcome back. I want to talk to you a little bit today about house hauntings, okay? I know that only positive energy exists on the other side. I know that there's no such thing as a trapped spirit. And if you think of it logically, okay, you understand that our God, this great divine supreme being who created you and me and every human that ever lived or ever will live, this same supreme being does not need help getting someone to the light. I don't believe in trapped spirits. I think it's a great money maker, and I know many out there are raking in the money by doing this. You know, you can see it on TV, and you know, it's always at night. Always have to go to house hauntings at night. Like spirit only comes out at night when it's dark. So the whole thing to me is ridiculous, and I'm just here to tell you that there's no such thing as a trapped spirit. First of all, once you're in full spirit, you don't have a physical body, so there's no way to trap you. Nobody needs help getting to the light, believe me. We can all find our way to God, especially when we're in complete spiritual life. So I could be a very, very wealthy woman if I would do all the house hauntings that I'm asked to do, but I wouldn't be doing my work truly in God's love and light. I wouldn't be doing it in a truthful way. I could be making a lot more money, but again, I would not be doing it in a way that's pleasing to my Creator. And for me, that's first and foremost in my mind, okay? So I want to explain to you, because there are individuals when they're in their home or they move to a new home and they feel that they can feel a presence there. And that's when many of them will reach out and call the Ghostbusters to come in and see what's trapped in their home. And they'll go there and they all say the same thing. Oh, somebody must have been murdered in this house, or you're over a burial ground, or someone was buried. They all have, you know, whatever they have and they say. And I want to explain to you how this works. And I've explained it to you in previous airings that some of us just have a naturally higher vibration. And even for the ones who don't have a naturally higher vibration, as you go through life and you go through difficulties in life, your vibration, your energy, your soul, just automatically rises. It gets higher, because when we go through things in life, that's when God really pulls in, when the spirit energies pull in, and when our own soul energy gets a little higher, okay? And that's what happens very often to individuals, and they misinterpret that for a haunting. And what's happening is, when your own vibration, your soul energy gets higher, then the veil between worlds becomes a little thinner, and some people start to feel things or hear things or see things. And what they don't understand, again, education, what they don't understand, they draw their own conclusions, and they assume, which we should never do, that there's a trapped spirit in the house, or there's something that's pulling in. Okay, so I want to explain to you that perhaps if you're dealing with this and you feel a presence in your home, it's only because your own vibration is higher, and Spirit acknowledges that, and they pull their energy in a little stronger way. That's all it is. It's that simple. And I had a group come here one time. It was a nice group of individuals who do this. They go out and they go to these homes. They answer these calls of individuals who claim that their house is haunted. And they came here because they said, you know, Gloria, we believe in what you do, and we'd like to learn the right way to do it. And I personally knew one of the people, well, two of the people actually in this group, and I knew that they were very, very good, honest individuals. So I explained to them, we did a one-day workshop, and I explained to them and showed them the different ways of how they could recognize that they truly were connecting. So their own vibration is higher, and that's why they were able to go into the homes and connect with individuals in the spirit form. But if spirit energy pulls into a home, then it has to be connected with the people who reside there. It wouldn't be somebody who was murdered in the house or was buried underneath the house, because the soul doesn't reside there. The soul resides on the other side. The soul pulls in, our spirit loved ones pull in as we need them to. So if somebody moves to a home and all of a sudden they feel a trapped spirit, either they're scaring themselves or they're recognizing energy themselves because their own vibration is higher, okay? So again, there's no such thing as a trapped spirit. There are no bodies to trap. You cannot trap a spirit, and spirit energy needs no help finding its light, their way to God. And God needs no help from us, believe me, in bringing each and every one of us into his love and light, into eternal paradise, as I call it, in the next dimension. God needs no help in doing that. Okay, so please don't scare yourself by watching these shows on TV the horror shows that are out there that depict spirit in a very negative way. I often, like I said to you before, call myself an advocate for spirit because I believe a grave injustice has been done to the world of spirit by these shows out there, by the Hollywood movies, the scare tactics, the possession, and the things that are out there. It's just not credible and it's not true, okay? So there's no such thing as a haunted house. If you are truly feeling a spirit energy in your home, then it's because you yourself have a higher vibration. Okay, so try to use it for the higher good. If you're frightened by it, you know, I always say to people, a spirit energy isn't going to show themselves if there's any fear in you. Spirit can sense if we have fear, so they will never show themselves. You can't one day sit down and say, oh, you know what, I think I want to see my grandmother. I haven't seen her in 20 years. She's been gone in the spirit world. I think I'm going to invite her in, and it's going to happen. It doesn't happen like that. When people say to me, how long does it take to become a true medium? I say to them, well, it depends on how passionate you are and how much you want it. If you're willing to pray and meditate every day, if you keep God in the center of your life, you know, it's how much you want it. Then you'll achieve it. I've seen people become outstanding mediums in a year or two, but they did it right. They were very vigilant, they were very passionate, they prayed and meditated, and they are out working in a professional capacity today as true spiritual evidential mediums. And then I have other people who come sporadically. They'll come, you know, once in a while, they'll meditate every other week, you know, or they'll skip 3 months at a time, and they'll say, you know, well, I just haven't had the time. Well, you know, then it's going to take you a little longer. On the other hand, I have people who haven't come back for a year or so, and they say, I haven't been here. You know, I haven't been able to meditate or do much of anything. I've been taking care of an elderly mother or father or sister or brother or whatever, and they've had a really tough time. And their vibration will really be high because when we go through difficulties in life, you know, our vibration becomes higher. But you need to focus on that. You need to recenter again. It's a big part of it. When people come here and say to me, well, I'm a medium because I can hear spirit, or once in a while I see spirit, I tell them, well, that's this much of it. Now you have to learn the etiquette of mediumship. You have to learn the do's and the don'ts, okay? So it's so much bigger and so much greater than we could possibly ever comprehend in our small brains, you know, but there's so much more to it. So again, don't scare yourself. Don't buy into the hauntings. There's no such thing. Believe me, spirits, once we pass, we don't want to hang around if we don't have to. We pull our energy in. We will pull our energy in if our loved ones need us when they call to us. We don't ever need to come back, okay? Because we are in a place where we want to reside eternally. They're very happy where they are. They come back for us as we need them to, okay? So don't frighten yourself anymore and get rid of all the negative. Only positive energy exists on the other side. There's no such thing as a haunting, okay? So just a little bit today about that. And as always, I leave you in God's love and light.